What's up, Game Changers, and welcome to the Game Changers Podcast. I'm your host, TJ, aka Mr. Game Changer, and this is episode 67 of the Game Changers Podcast. We here. Let's go. Hey, sports is popping. Let's just get it started there. Sports is popping right now. Football, NFL, college football, basketball, it's all popping right now. And we're going to talk about it, man. We really finna get into it. We're going to get straight into it. College football playoffs. Man, oh my gosh. They done tore up the streets with this one. Now, I don't know why people so surprised. Maybe it's only Florida State fans, but if you don't know already, we have our college football playoff teams, the top 4 teams, and some people think it should be 16, 12, something like that. But we have top 4 teams. Number 1 is Michigan. Number 2, Washington. Number 3, Texas, and number 4, Alabama. So we have Michigan versus Alabama and Washington versus Texas. But there has been some real blowback because Florida State went undefeated. They went undefeated. They didn't lose a game. And who else lost a game? Alabama has lost a game on here, I believe. Michigan didn't lose a game. I believe Texas also lost a game. So when it comes to voting and things like this, my opinion, bro, is Alabama is exactly where they should be, bro. They should be in the Final Four because they just beat the reigning champs, which is the Georgia Bulldogs, and that was for the SEC championship. So I think Alabama, at 11-1, 12-1, they should be in these playoffs because for one, and I'm pretty sure everybody noticed, but just proving my point, Florida State, their quarterback went down, so it won't look as good against Michigan as Alabama would look against Michigan. And honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Alabama can win this all, bro, because it's Alabama. First of all, when Alabama lost, I forgot what game, who they lost to, but whatever game that was that Alabama lost, people stopped talking about Alabama. Like, it wasn't this big rave because they weren't undefeated. We don't know where they were headed. They were number 8th. I think their rank was 8th before they got into this top 4. So they jumped 4 spots by beating the number 1 team in the nation, which was Georgia. So if you ask yourself why they jumped 4 spots, well, exactly what I just said. They beat the number 1 team in the nation, bro. And you can see in the video where they have all the players, when they announce the teams that's going to be in the Final Four, and you got all the players sitting at the tables, and they said Alabama instead of Florida State, or Florida State came first as the 5th, ranked team in the nation. They was hurt, bro. They was really hurt, and understandably, but at the same time, are you going to give Michigan that same go as Alabama would? I don't think so. I really don't think so. And I think this was the right decision by the committee, whoever chose these teams to go in. And Alabama is going to make for a better show. And we all know that. I mean, it's just the harsh truth. That's what it is. People from Florida and Florida State can't believe that this is happening. But everybody outside of that is like, well, yeah, I can kind of see that. Because Alabama beat the number 1 team in there. They got, I'm not saying they got better players, but they have a better chance to make things competitive. When we talking about TV, when we talking about ratings, when we talking about like all this money that goes into this Final Four rankings and this college football playoffs, like they trying to make the most money they can. And the committee knows that. As far as like the college football whole organization, like they're trying to make the most money, bro. So when you're picking teams, I understand. So throughout these teams, I'm gonna just make my picks real quick. I think Alabama is gonna beat Michigan, and I think Washington is going to beat Texas. But don't count out Texas. I wouldn't count them out at all. But I think Washington is going to beat them. And then I think Alabama is gonna take it all. They gonna be the fourth seed and they gonna win it all. And then at the end of the game, Nick Saban is gonna be like, "Well, it was a hard fall season, probably one of the hardest seasons I ever had to coach, but the guy stayed focused. The guy's like he gonna get that regular speech of a hard nosed coach. You feel me? Not really accepting the accolades, but he know deep down that he one of the best coaches to ever do it, bro. A coach." Like Nick Saban, for him to be able to bring so many 5-star and 4-star recruits to his institution and be able to put all those players together as teams, because I'm pretty sure he gets a lot of transfers. I'm pretty sure he gets a lot of true freshmen. So to put all these great players together, I mean, it's not easy, bro. Even though it may seem easy because there's such good players, it's not easy to put a group of men together and win 11, 12 games and go on to win a national championship year after year. It may not be consecutive, but every other year it seems like Nick Saban is either winning or he's in the national championship. And that's something to say about this man that probably, I mean, has already been said thousands of times, but we need to come in here and really give him his flowers, because who knows, he might retire soon. You never know. He might pull a Popovich where he's still in the league for a long time, or he might just retire early. I mean, and this right here, this ain't early. This is Hall of Fame status. He's probably the best coach ever in college football. Like, you can really argue that. Like, I'm not the college football savant, so I don't know the other names of college football coaches that are super great, but he's definitely two, if he ain't the one. Like, if there's another high-end coach that I don't really know about. So, geez, why do I always get on here and when I pod, like, just some indigestion or some type of mucus just get in my nose, like, every time I get on this couch, man. Maybe it's this area. I need to spray it down, man. But when I get up and stop podding, I don't do this. But when I get on camera, maybe it's just my body know that I'm recording. Sniffle. That's what my body is telling me. Oh, you're recording now. Sniffle. Or suck up some mucus. That's what my body is telling me right now. Or telling other parts of my body. Like, my body be tweaking sometimes. Do y'all ever get that? Like, your body just be tweaking. Like, why are you doing this right now? Like, stop. Stop. Wait. I be telling my body sometimes, stop what you doing. Stop. Because this is stressing me out right now. Just stop what you're doing. Let's reset for a second. And let's get better. Because my body be tweaking sometimes. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for the college picture. I can't wait to see these games, bro. This is probably going to be some of the best football we didn't ever watch. So, I love it. And I feel like I told y'all this before, but every year is going to get better. It's going to get better because these athletes at a younger age, they get more training. They're more skilled. They're more talented at a younger age. Like, it's just going to continue to get better, bro. It's just imagine if Colorado was in this Final Four. You know how much money? Come on, bro. I want that for Deion Sanders. Hold on. Let me count. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, 12 teams. So, stand on the college football tip real quick. That's what some people want to happen. Want the college football NCAA to do is to create a 12-team bracket instead of 14 for the college playoffs. So, if it was a 12-team bracket, I'm just looking at the bracket they posted. Hypothetical. It would be Texas. Ooh, hold on. Okay, so they in this bracket they have Florida State at 4. So it would be Texas versus Penn State. Whoever wins that game plays Michigan. It would be Ohio State versus Ole Miss. Whoever wins that game will play Washington. It will be Alabama, because they still have Alabama at 8. Alabama versus Mizzou. Whoever wins that game will play Georgia. It would be Oregon versus Tulum. And whoever wins that game will play for Florida State, and so on and so on. So it's like, it's not just 4 teams battling out, but it's like, if that happens, that will run into a lot of maybe Christmas break time because these games don't start into January. Like, the college football players don't start into January. So it's like, what are these teams doing in between their time? Practicing, of course, but seeing their families, getting a little break from football. But it's like, if you get this 12 team, when will you do it? You probably won't do it that whole January, because, let's see, it's a lot that's running into that. It's a lot that can run into that as far as times. It could possibly run into the Super Bowl if it get that. They would just have to move some dates around, but I think they can do it. I think they can do it for sure. It'll probably have to be some sacrifice on some people, but for teams to compete, for the fans to be happy, and for, honestly, the NCAA to make more money, this can be good for everybody, honestly. So I wouldn't be mad at a little 12-team bracket. I wouldn't be mad at it at all, but we're going to stay on football, but we're going to switch it up to the NFL. So let's talk MVP. There you go again. I'm just sucking up the mucus. It's irritating, but it's okay. I'm gonna get into my health journey. I really need to get better, bro. Hey, just real quick sidebar. Sometimes life is hard. That's a pretty plain overused statement, but life is hard. And it's even harder to make better decisions for yourself that go against your bad habits. I have a lot of bad habits that I need to break, and I'm currently trying to break them. So I just had to get that off my chest. Y'all, it's not only going through something. It's me too. We all going through something, all right? Dang. But let's talk NFL MVP. So the San Francisco 49ers just beat the Philadelphia Eagles in a Monday night football game. Or was that Sunday night? No, it was Sunday. It was Sunday. It wasn't even a night. It was Sunday at like 3:25, because I remember me and my dad was supposed to watch it, but he got busy, so I just stayed home and watched it. And I was watching the game, and for the first quarter, the Eagles had them getting stopped, scoring. The Eagles were doing great. But then I see what they say about this 49ers defense. This team is great. They got Kittle, they got Deebo Samuel on one side, and then they just picked up, what's the name? What is his name? I'm not good with names. Y'all know who I'm talking about. They just picked him up from the Commanders. He on one side. They got Bosa on the other side. They have all pro corner and Ward. They got all pro linebackers. Yo, this team is a juggernaut, bro. But people are talking about Brock Purdy being the NFL MVP. When I seen his post, and even when I seen people agreeing with it, I was like, hell no. No. Stop the press. Stop. We don't have to do this. Listen, ESPN, Bleacher Report, I know it be times where y'all got to push a narrative. Y'all got to push something where it looked good at the time. No, this don't look good, bro. I think, you know who I think deserves more MVP considerations than Brock Purdy? Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott should be, they talking about Brock Purdy being the number one as far as odds. I was befuddled. I was flabbergasted. Bro, you should have seen my face when I looked at my phone and I seen Brock Purdy favored to be the MVP. I was like, nah, this can't be true. Let me check his numbers. Nah, I'm mad I didn't bring up his numbers because I have a whole nother stat sheet that showed a game with Brock Purdy 300 yards, 4 touchdowns versus Dak Prescott's game of 300 yards and 4 touchdowns. Hold on, yeah, let me go to that first. So shout out to Twitter. I love y'all on Twitter. Y'all be bringing it up. So on this chart that I'm looking at the passes where Brock Purdy got 300 yards and 4 touchdowns. He's throwing the ball, and I see the line of scrimmage. He's throwing the ball, and it's really short passes. So it's really short at the line of game. He got a few completions, but all the completions are really short, maybe within 20, 25 yards and under, right? So I'm seeing that. Then we go to Dak Prescott. Oh, his targets is everywhere. A long, short, this way, that way, completions over here, completions under here, completions over there. But Brock Purdy, completions right here, right, all in one area, which is really close. Like I said, 20 yards or less. What is that telling me? That's telling me that Deebo Samuel, the ball after the catch, first of all, that's telling me Brock Purdy is throwing 5 to 10 yards. And Deebo Samuel, Kittle, and them boys is going crazy after the catch. They going crazy. They got great blockers or something. Or they got a scheme. The 49ers scheme. That offensive scheme. Let's clap it up for the offensive coordinator for the 49ers. Because y'all scheme is crazy. The after the catch must be crazy. Because he has 300 yards. But these passings ain't looking. They looking real short. So what you throwing? Bubbles, slants, screens. What you throwing, Brock Purdy? I'm telling you right now, this is not the first game this season that I've seen Brock Purdy play, and he is not an MVP. Definitely not number one. I'm not putting him over Dak Prescott right now. I am not. As the MVP. And if he wins the MVP, unless he does something super spectacular that God forbid we ain't never seen before, the rest of the season I give it to him. But yo, if it continue to be mediocre, or let me not say mediocre, slightly above average, because you gotta be to play at that position. I believe the average quarterback in the league is slightly above average. So I'm going Geno Smith, slightly above average. I'm going who else? Trevor Lawrence, slightly above average. I'm going like it's quarterbacks in the league that's slightly above average. Deshaun Watson, slightly above average. I'm trying to think of playoff teams right now. Okay, that like, come on, bro. So it's like he's slightly above average to be able to complete passes to Deebo Samuel, George Kittle, and the boys, and they going crazy at the yards of the catch. But not something spectacularly. He off 1 foot. Let's go back to Patrick Mahomes MVP season. Let's not even look at the numbers. Let's see what he was doing with them numbers. Off 1 foot, no look passes, like making the defense look foolish. The 49ers is just like bullying you. They like bullies because they have a bully-like team, which they bullied the Eagles. I thought that wasn't going to happen. I took the Eagles, but they bullied the Eagles, but not to the point where I'm thinking Brock Purdy is my number one pick for the MVP this year. That's insane. ESPN, Bleacher Report, Whatever y'all posting out there, it's insane, bro. It's stop. Y'all stop. I get it. Stop though. No more Brock Purdy for MVP post. Unless he does something super spectacular that got my mouth on the floor. But he did nothing on Sunday that did that for me. So, stop. NFL, whatever y'all post. I don't want this narrative to be pushed, bro. I'm going to be mad, honestly, if he win MVP. And I'm going to be mad, bro. Because there's players like Dak Prescott, Jalen Hurts, even Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson that deserve higher considerations than him. You know who else deserve higher considerations that a lot of people ain't talking about? Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill is finna reach 2K yards this season. Look, it's a post that say Tyreek Hill is about to reach 2K yards this season, but Brock Purdy is going to win MVP for throwing quick slants and bubble screens to 3 all-pro players and having a good... Isn't that what I just said, bro? I literally just said all of this. So Tyreek Hill, I'm taking Tyreek Hill over Brock Purdy because what I seen, bro, is a full complete team bully the other team, which was the Eagles. The Eagles, I think they're going to bounce back and do better, but we just going to have to see, bro. I want to see if they play the Cowboys again, bro, because honestly, shoot, I want to see him lose now. I'm not going to lie, like I don't think San Francisco is going to win the Super Bowl, but after I seen what last night, I can see why people would say, hey, they can make it to the Super Bowl and they can actually win it. Okay, cool. That's cool. But I don't know why I don't want them to win. Like, it's other teams that I want to see win the Super Bowl. Like, I think I'm pro-black quarterback, so I think I'm a little biased there. But I'm not finna sit up here and deny that the 49ers aren't a good team. Let me look up Brock Purdy's season stats. Let's see. Oh, come on. Give me your overview, please. This phone's so sensitive. Why are you so sensitive, shorty? Why are you so Jody? Should I go on, shoot. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Okay, let's start from here. Last game 314 yards versus the Seahawks, 209 yards. Versus Tampa Bay, 333 yards. Jacksonville, 296 yards. Cincinnati, 365 yards. Oh my gosh. Nah, Cincinnati. Nah, they almost. Nah, I ain't jacking that. 306. Minnesota, 272. Okay. So he got 3,100 yards with 23 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. But I'm not putting him over those guys, bro. I'm more putting he's above average quarterback, like I said, but I'm putting more of the kudos on the offensive coordinator, the defense. Like, that defense is scary. When I seen them shut down the Eagles like they did, that was scary. Now, am I looking at Brock Purdy like, ooh, I'm shaking in my boots, it's Brock Purdy? No. But when I see that defense for the 49ers, I'm shaking in my boots, especially if I'm not an extremely good team. Like, look at some of these teams. If I'm Seattle, shaking in my boots. If I'm Tampa Bay, shaking in my... If I'm Jacksonville, Cincinnati, Minnesota, Cleveland, Arizona, shaking in my boots if I see this defense. Come on, bro. I'm not saying they ain't face nobody, but let's see. I want to see. when it come to the playoffs. I want to see what they going to do. But we need to stop all this Brock Purdy for MVP stuff. I We need to stop it, bro. Just stop. But moving on, staying on sports, but we gonna switch over to some basketball. The Pelicans and the Pacers win their first in-season tournament game. So in the NBA, the in-season tournament has begun, and the Pacers beat the Celtics and the Pelicans beat the Sacramento Kings, bro. These are two teams that are definitely surprising me. Like Tyrese Halliburton, bro, he should be in the MVP conversation. Speaking of MVP, he should be in that conversation. I'm not gonna say he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm saying he should be in a conversation, at least top 5. At least what he's doing with the Pacers, what I seen him do, his unorthodox shots, almost getting a triple-double every night. Like, what he's doing is MVP level, bro. And nobody can deny that, bro. They beat the Celtics. The Celtics, bro. The Celtics that look like a very dominant team, but against them Pacers, I don't know, bro. I don't know. It looked a little wobbly for Jason Tatum and Jason Brown. Like, in my head, even before the game, I'm like, who gonna guard them? But it's like, it's a team sport. So it's like, if you can't guard nobody one-on-one, you also have help. And then they got to swing. Like, I commend NBA players for their defensive rotation. If you can rotate defensively super well in the NBA, your team is going to do well. Real talk. No matter what personnel you got, if you have a decent team and your defensive rotation is good, like above average, you're going to do well, bro. So I think that's what the Pacers on the trajectory. They're definitely a top 3 team in the Eastern Conference. Switching over to the Western Conference. Pelicans, another team that surprised me. They're playing team ball. Their second unit that get out there, they play hard. Leading with Jose Calderon. I don't want to butcher his last name. I think that's his last name. Jose. He come out there. He play hard. Bro, that team can definitely go to a whole nother level. Like, they on one level right now, but I think the Pelicans can go on another level. And I think the combination between Brandon Ingram and Zion Williamson can take them there. Because if Brandon Ingram and Zion Williamson are playing to their ultimate level, guess what? They still got CJ McCollum. So teams are going to be so focused on Zion, Brandon Ingram, but then you got CJ McCollum who can go get a bucket anytime, can ISO if he see some food in front of him that he ready to eat. Like, this team is, and it got a couple veterans on there. TJ McCollum is also a veteran that I'm pretty sure he's giving the game to Brandon Ingram. Hey, pick your spots. Don't do that. Don't dribble off that. Dribble off this hand, then come off this foot. Do this. Like, I'm pretty sure he's giving him that game. So, man, I'm really just marveling, like really just shocked that we're getting such, like, the month of November coming into December has been some great sports just happening overall. Like, sports has been popping the last month. So I can't wait to see where this goes. I'm recording right now, so that means the Lakers game is happening right now. The Knicks and Bucks game already ended. So I don't have anything on that for y'all because it's probably already happened, but I'm taking the Bucks over the Knicks, and I told y'all I'm taking the Lakers over the Suns. So let's see if I'm right. I probably am, but we'll see. But yeah, I can't wait for the in-season tournament, bro. That Pacers Stadium against the Celtics was loud. When I tell you playoff atmosphere, I was like, dog, this place. Shoot, Adam Silver over there eating the popcorn. This is what I wanted right here. This is what we wanted right here. He counting the dollar signs in his head. Boy, I got some more ideas too. Ooh, we can make some more money. Like, but I think I'm making jokes, but I think Adam Silver actually cares about the game of basketball, and he's trying to get it to where the fans love it and also the players. Like, of course, money is going to be money. Everybody want to make money. But at the end of the day, like, they even given the incentive of $500,000 each player for the team who win an in-season tournament. So, yo, if they like it, I love it. And I love it even if they didn't like it. Like, I love it. At first, I was a little skeptical, but now the in-season tournament is lit, bro. It's lit for real. But we're gonna switch over to some entertainment. I don't know what should I start with first with some entertainment. Let's start with the most recent thing that happened. Grand Theft Auto 5, bro. Not 5. Grand Theft Auto 6. GTA 6 is coming out, but it's coming out in 2025. Bro, come on, bro. I've been waiting for a minute for this. I remember when I was little and I asked my dad for Grand Theft Auto. He was like, no, because it got cursing in it. And I think probably one of the biggest lies I ever told him was, yo, you could turn the cursing off. Can you just get the game for me? You on GTA, you could turn the cursing off. He was like, okay, I'll think about it. Finally got the game, got the planet. It's mother effer this, you big beat. Like all type of heat. I thought you could turn the cursing off. Look, I gave him the like like I got the game now. It ain't nothing you can do about it, yo. I was petty for that one. I was petty. You could turn the cursing off. That's crazy. It would be decent if you could, but I mean, why would you? It's like that's what Grand Theft Auto is basically like based on. You feel me? Like cursing, violence, all that. And I've seen a couple mixed reviews, not to the video, but just to the game itself. Well, it kind of had to do with the video. I thought the video was cool. I'm hyped for it. Without the video, I was already gonna be hyped for it. But I've just heard a lot of people, say that it's damaging to the community, especially the black community, because the shooting, the violence, shooting police, you feel me? Like, it's just a whole bunch of stuff. And then you got in the video, girl twerking on the car, got the strip club, and then like, of course they have the age restriction on it, but who knows how many 10-year-olds gonna be playing this game. Like, this is a universal game that's gonna sell out in a matter of seconds, not minutes. This game is gonna sell out in a matter of seconds, yo. So it's like, what can you do? I mean, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna be on there. It's gonna be lit because like I want to be a part of that. And it's all about like sometimes it's about being a part of the times too. Like, where was you at when Grand Theft Auto 6 dropped? Like, did you get it on the first day? Like, this is gonna be a part of history, bro. This game is probably gonna make $1 billion in 1 month, like, or 2 months, less than 5 months, 6 months. Grand Theft Auto 6 is gonna make $1 billion, bro. And I'm gonna be real with you. That's real. Like, that's what's gonna happen. The way this blew up the internet, bro. It got 77 million views in a matter of hours. You feel me? So it ain't nothing you could really do about it. But the only thing I would say, I heard the person over at Rockstar trying to make video games by the hour, charge by the hour, or monthly subscription or whatever. I don't know what you talking about, but just know that will be one of the biggest boycotts in gaming history. And if it's not, I would be disappointed in y'all. Let's not let them do that to us. I'm not paying for no games on no monthly. I already paid for the online for the monthly. You feel me? I already like pay for certain things monthly when it comes to gaming or television. But now y'all talking about hourly too? You're crazy. Try it if you want to. Try it if you want to. You'll go bankrupt before you know it. And if you don't, and people actually pay that, it won't be me. I won't be one of the ones. You hear me? I'll be GTA 6 who? Oh, they want us to play hours. I'm cool. I don't have to be a part of history that bad. Now, it said the game was gonna be like 150. Cool. I got 150 for you, but I ain't got $10-12 an hour for you. Or come on, bro. Come on, dog. Y'all get a little bit too big for your bitches now. Get a little bit too big for your bitches, okay? Don't do it, cause I what JT do? I get out here, niggas. Keep thinking it's a game. It's not a game. I'm not playing with you. Oh my gosh, bro. Okay. What's next? Let me talk about that last. Will Smith and Michael B. Jordan are going to do I Am Legend 2. Let's clap it up for that. Will Smith said he called Michael B. Jordan. The script is almost done, so they just need to get together and do it, man. I'm happy for this. Happy for Will Smith. And I hope this movie is a game changer. I want them to act their butt off. I don't want it to be super action. I want it to be an actual like cinema movie where we can go back and think like, I want to watch this 3 or 4 times. Like, and I feel like most actors try to do that with cinema, but sometimes it just don't work out. But like right now, rewatching Gladiator. Like Gladiator is something that's going to be in my cinema Rolodex for the rest of my life. Like I'm gonna be showing my kids that movie because like that is a good ass movie. Like it is a out of 10, I would say it's a 9. It's a 9 out of 10 for me. So I just want like Will Smith and Michael B. Jordan. Come on, bro. Y'all gotta make that one for the books. I know Will Smith is a little bit older, but he can still put out. He just won his first Oscar, bro. Like, so come on, bro. Come on. But last but not least, I want to talk about this Charleston White interview with Cam Newton, bro. This is probably, if not the best of 2023, this is probably one of the best interviews I've seen this year. Probably one of the best. Could be the best, because I've never wanted to not agree with somebody so bad, but I knew I had to. But Charleston White, he comes off as vulgar, but he said something that really stuck with me. He was like, yo, y'all so focused on my delivery, but you feel me? Y'all don't care about the delivery of this shoot 'em up, bang, bang music, this shaking booty, twerking music, pop that cookie everywhere. You feel me? Like, so when he said that, I was like, bro, he is so right, because it's like I heard him say some other things before in the interview, because I've been watching Charleston White for a minute, so I've been knew that this is just a character. So what he displays online for y'all to see is just a character. But he's like, he talked about him doing legislation. He talked about him being in the courts changing laws. He done all this, but it don't really reach the youth like that. Hey, young man, do this, young man. No, B word, whore, like nigga, like, you feel me? That's what reach young people nowadays, which is crazy. Like, I'm a counselor and I see it. Like, I be like, I work for a foundation, so it's like we put ourselves at a high standard. So I let them know, hey, we at a different standard. Don't do no cursing. Every time they curse, they got to do 10 push-ups. But it's like it just hurts them. If I feel like it hurts these young people not to curse. It's like they can't do it. It's in their like Rolodex. And it's like, you'll probably look at me like, TJ, when you was in high school, this was definitely, no, I might be different. In high school, it was a lot of cursing, but I was different. Like, I grew up in the church and everything, but it's like, the cursing was never my cup of tea. Like that was never in my main language. Like, I may do it sometimes, like, and I may do it more often now that I'm adult, but I was never like, F you, da, 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 like, that was never in my beat. Like, it was never in my Rolodex. So back to Charleston White. Cam Newton did try to bait him a little bit. Like, they was arguing, went back and forth, but it was all love at the end. But I really like what Charleston White was saying about a lot of things, bro. And another thing that stuck with me is that he turned down $5 million to be with a white company to go with a black company for $500,000. And I believe that's what we got to do as a black community. So let's not individually try to get a billion, multi-millions. But if we all get like a lot of money and come together and do with that money good for our communities, I think we will grow better. Because even Martin Luther King said at the end of his tenure before he passed away, hey, I led y'all astray. I should have been on my economic stuff, but I was preaching peace, 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 love, 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 which is cool. But it's like, for us to get out where we're at right now, we all economically have to do well and share it with one another and grow and build our communities. So it's like, I think that's what Charleston White is about. No matter how much he say, he just having fun. That's just extra stuff. The stuff he be saying, laughing at different stories and stuff that be popping up, he just having fun, but he real life do this in the communities. And I believe him when he said, I done more in 12 years than y'all rappers that ever done combined. I believe him. I do. Like, I really do, bro, because it's like the stuff he was saying, it makes a lot of sense. It sounded too good to be true. Honestly, it made too much sense. So shout out to Charleston White. Shout out to Cam Newton. What a great interview. It was 3 hours long. I watched all 3 hours, but I was dying laughing, bro. I was dying laughing. So, man, y'all go check that out. That's all I got for y'all today, man. The most important thing is to try to inspire other people so that they can be great at whatever they want to do, because a little bit of inspiration, y'all, a little bit of inspiration can go a long way. Remember that. Mr. Game Changer signing out.